Joshua chapter 15, Home of Christian Standard Bible. Now the allotment for the tribe of the descendants of Judah by their clans was the southernmost region, south of the wilderness of Zin and over all the border of Edom. Their southern border began at the top of the Dead Sea on the South Bay in the west and went south of the ascent of Akrabim, proceeded to Zin, ascended to the south of Kadesh Barnea, past Hezron, ascended to Adar, and turned to Karka. It proceeded to Asmon, to the book of Egypt, and also to the border, and ended at the Mediterranean Sea. This is your southern border. Now the eastern border was along the Dead Sea to the mouth of the Jordan. The border on the north side was from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. It ascended to Beth Hogla, proceeded north of Beth Araba, and descended to the stone of Bohan, son of Reuben. Then the border ascended to Dibir from the valley of Achor, turning north to the Gilgal that is opposite the ascent of Edonim, which is south of the ravine. The border proceeded to the waters of En Shesma, Mesh, and ended at En Rogel. From the border ascended the valley of Hinnom to the southern Jebusite slope, that is Jerusalem, and ascended to the top of the valley of the hill that faces the valley of Hinnom to the west, and the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. From the top of the hill, the border curved to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, went to the cities of Mount Ephraim, and then curved to Bela, that is Kiriath Jearim. The border turned westward from Bela to Mount Seir, went to the northern slope of Mount Jearim, that is Jeshalom, descended to Beth Sheshmeth, and proceeded to Timnah. Then the border reached out to the slope of the Akron, curved to Shikaron, proceeded to Mount Bela, went to Jabneel, and ended at the Mediterranean Sea. Now the western border was the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. This was the boundary of the descendants of Judah and around by their clans. He gave Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the following portion among the descendants of Judah based on the Lord's instruction to Joshua. Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the father of Anak. Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Shishmai, Ahiman, and Talmai, descendants of Anak. From there he marched against the inhabitants of the Debir, whose name used to be Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, I will give my daughter Aksha as a wife to the one who strikes down and captures Kiriath Sepher. So Othniel, son of Caleb's brother Kenaz, captured it, and Caleb gave his daughter Aksha to him as a wife. When she arrived, he persuaded Othniel to ask her father for a field. As she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, What do you want? She replied, Give me blessings. You have given me the land in the Negev. Give me the springs for water also. He gave her the upper and lower springs. This was the inheritance of the tribe of descendants of Judah by their clans. These were the outermost cities of the tribe of the descendants of Judah toward the border of Edom and the Negev: Kebil, Eder, Jagur, Kina, Demana, Adaha, Hezron, that is Hazor, Amam, Shema, Molada, Hazar Gada, Heshman, Beth Pelet, Hazar Shuel, Beersheba, Biziotheam, Bela, Lim, Esmim, Eltalad, Kesil, Horma, Ziklag, Madmana, Sansana, Lebaoth, Shalim, Ain, and Rimman, all 29 cities in all, with their villages. In the Judean fort hills, Eshtaol, Zorah, Ashna, Zanoah, and Ganim, Tapua, Anim, Jarmuth, Adullam, Sokoth, Azekah, Sharaim, Adithaim, Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, Hadasha, Migdal Gad, Dilan, Mispeth, Joktheel, Lachish, Bozkath, Eglon, Kabon, Lamam, Chitlish, Gederoth, Dagon, Namath, Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages: Libnah, Ether, Ashan, Ifta, Ashnath, Nezib, Keliah, Akzib, and Mareshah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with its towns and villages, and from Ekron to the sea, all the cities near Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod with its towns and villages. Gaza with its towns and villages, and the brook of Egypt and the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. In the hill country, Shamir, Jadir, Sokoth, Dana, Kiriath Sana, that is Debir, Anab, Eshtemoth, Anim, Goshen, Holon, Gilo, cities, 11 cities with their villages, Arab, Duma, Ashan, Janim, Beth Tapua, Afika, Humta, Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, and Zion, 9 cities with their villages, Melon, Carmel, Ziph, Jutta, Jezreel, Joktiam, Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, Timnah, 10 cities with their villages, Halhu, Bethzur, Gedur, Mara, Beth Amnoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages, Kiriath Baal, that is Kiriath Jearim, and Rabbanath, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arba, Midin, Sekaka, Dishban, the city of Salt, and En Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. But the descendants of Judah could not drive out the Jebusites who lived in Jerusalem. So the Jebusites lived in Jerusalem along with the descendants of Judah to this day.